Welcome back, everybody, to the Getting Technical podcast. I believe this is our 8th podcast.
Something like that.
We haven't been in school for a while. Last week we didn't want to get a podcast because we were barely in school, and so kids were just just prepping for hopefully the next week of school. Which this week we didn't have any school either, besides Thursday and Friday this week, and
had
2-hour delays.
So
That kind of ruined it for us. So we're glad to finally be back in here in the studio, getting a podcast going, and it feels good to be back. Don't you think, Noah?
Oh yeah.
All right, well, to get started in Mr. Conaway's class, they are testing and they're taking finals.
Yeah. So we're only back in here for 2 days. We got back Thursday and Friday, and it's finals week, so not a lot of programs are doing stuff.
No.
Everybody's taking their
Everyone's getting their
either,
finals in.
Either preparing for it or doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And in broadcasting, they're doing videos to promote different classes offered at the Tech Center, and as well as their finals.
Yeah. So they have to do that's their final. They have to they have to take videos of the other programs to promote them, and that's their final.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't ask Smoke what they were taking. Probably just a bunch of shop equipment, if I had to take a guess.
And Mr. Morris, Aerospace Engineering, they engraved a cup for Mrs. Hampton's daughter, and they're working with the Aurora flight scientists still, and they're doing sauntering work and prepping for finals.
Yeah. The cup was actually really cool. So it was like I think it was like a Stanley, and it was like a pink color, but they engraved it so it was like back to like the metal color. I think it may have had her name or something on it. I didn't really.
That'd be
I just
pretty
saw
cool.
it. Yeah, it was really cool. He handed it to me.
I wonder if it costs money to if they could
Engrave
do
it?
it for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they probably would do it. But
Yeah, you have to ask them. And they're still designing that shelf for Aurora, for that guy that needs all his parts put on it. So, I mean, they're getting it down pat for him.
Yeah.
And they're soldering. That's what I think they were soldering, like motherboards or something like that. Maybe something. I don't know.
I'm
what
sure
it
it's
was
probably
for.
motherboard or something like that.
I don't know what it was exactly for, but that's what he told me. And yeah, they're prepping for their final, which I did not ask him what the final was on he was taking. But
Yeah.
I figured he'd just do the shelf as their final. That's a big project.
This Aurora thing, they've been going on for a while. They finally got a
Yeah.
hold of them. I wonder how their meeting went. I'm sure it probably went good.
Yeah,
you know what I
probably went good. But that shelf he's got, I mean, it's like fits the guy's parts like perfectly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he was
Sweet.
showing me. He showed me it's like a 3D image of it and spun it. Colson showed it to me. It was and it fit the parts like perfectly, and there's like different shelves that pull out. It was pretty neat.
mean? And culinary, Mr. Stonecker, they are prepping for an upcoming competition.
Yeah, so when I walked in there, he wasn't in there. I think he's down in Charleston, they said, or something like that, for a competition. He's been all over the place, and I asked him what they were doing. They said I don't really the students in there didn't really know because he obviously wasn't there.
Yeah.
The sub was just there, so they just told me to put he was prepping for the competition that he had down there.
And that's in culinary, they've been doing a lot of competitions this year.
Yeah, they
more,
always
more
do
than
it.
in the past, though.
Do they?
Yeah, this is the most they've done in a while.
That's good for him though.
Yeah, it's prepping them for whenever they actually get a job somewhere.
If they actually do go to.
Yeah, become a chef or
Yeah.
something. I wonder how it works.
That'd be pretty cool to be a chef. I feel like.
I wonder if once you get done with the classes here, what you any certifications or
Oh yeah,
anything?
it's the same thing as welding or
I know, but,
electrical.
what happens after? Can you get a chef job or what? I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with electrical. You can get a job somewhere.
Do you have to go to college or something too? Is there culinary in college?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's culinary, yeah. I mean,
And then welding with Mr. Fulton, they are building a West Virginia themed bench. They're building more fire pits, and the students are welding, obviously.
yeah. When I walked in there, the bench was actually on this big table they got, and I guess I was just talking to Coach Lamb. He just asked me about it. Said it was pretty cool. I said it was pretty neat. This big metal bench. They just had the framework done of it, but on the bottom, where the obviously where the base is, they had the West Virginia State cut out, and it was welded on there. It looked pretty neat. But I guess Steve Gabber has already bought the bench. It's not even finished.
Dang.
I don't know if you know who that is.
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he's the coach at West. I'm pretty sure he's the one that owns Reclaim.
That's welding classes is something that interests me. All the
Yeah.
stuff they do, it's sweet.
Yeah, the new teacher.
Especially Mr. Fulton.
Yeah, he's been doing. I didn't even talk to him. I just talked to Cameron Craig and my buddy Gio. He was sanding. I didn't put that on there. He just told me he was sanding. I didn't know what he was doing. But yeah, they were they were all busy. I talked to some other kid. I have no idea who his name was. But he asked about the podcast. I told him about it. He's like, "Oh, it's really neat." I've never seen the kid before. He must go to East or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
And collision repair, Mr. Open. They're sanding and priming gas tanks. They're painting a tailgate. They're sanding down doors, epoxying rims, and sanding down a trailer. And collision repair, they're always busy.
Oh yeah, they're always busy. I mean, if you think about it, they always have. I mean, there's always
There's
something.
always something
Yeah.
with cars. Like, yeah.
So Brogan and Logan were the ones sanding down the trailer. My buddy Paul wasn't in there today. Yesterday, I was kind of upset. I didn't get to talk to him. I don't know the other kid's name. I feel bad not knowing these kids' names.
Gotta shout them out, Luke. Come on.
Yeah,
They're better
but
than
he
that.
was talking to me. There was another girl in there, telling me what they did. But when I walked in there, the Brogan and Logan were sanding down the trailer, and the other two students in there were like they were taking the decal. It was like a Ram tailgate, and they
Mhm.
were taking the decal off it, I guess, to sand it down and
Oh, sweet.
repaint it. So they had to get that decal off there to do that.
And auto body with Mr. Foley. They are reassembling a Subaru motor.
Yeah, I think we talked about in the last podcast that they were taking it apart, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're just now getting back to it, obviously, to
That's what we talked
reassemble it.
about, too, about how hard it would be to reassemble it.
Yeah. So they got to.
You think you could do it?
I mean, if I was in the class, 100%.
Yeah, that's true. I like
If I was alone, just by myself,
with
and
my
had to
knowledge
reassemble
now,
it, no.
absolutely not.
But if I was in the class, if I went into the class right now and he was over my shoulder, I'm going to do. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be that hard.
yeah, true.
But I didn't get to talk to him. He was on the phone, so I talked to one of the students again. I have no idea what his name is. He has to go to West Side. He 100% goes to either West or East. I've never seen that kid before. But yeah,
And,
he was on the phone, so I didn't get to talk to him very well. I didn't get to talk to Mr. Postaway either.
And that's who's up next. Mr. Postal with agriculture. They are processing beef.
Yeah, I talked to Wyatt.
With Lignaski?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah. He's in that class.
I talked to either him or the another. I can't remember his name. He goes to North.
Can't remember a lot of
I
people's
don't know.
names.
Yeah,
No,
but I
bad
think it
with
was
names.
Wyatt. I think it was Wyatt.
Better with faces, bad with names.
Yeah.
And,
But they said they've been processing beef for the last couple of weeks.
actually, this last weekend, I live on a farm, and we get pigs. And so we got pigs in from the Amish, and we butchered them everything and processed them everything.
Go ahead, take us through the process.
Got sausage in the freezer.
Go ahead, take
I
us
don't
through
really
the
want to take a
process.
sip. I don't think it's like allowed to be on Spotify. So like we butcher them, obviously, cut them up, you know what I mean, and then we process them and we put them in we make like pork chops, bacon, ham, stuff like that.
Do you have like a pin you put them in like before you like obviously take care of them?
They're in like a
You
trailer.
have like a chute.
They have like
you
a
have
trailer. We have a trailer, and then they walk in there and get business done, and then drag them out.
Oh, so it's not like its own little stall that they're in already.
No, they're all like
They're all in there.
There were 7 total, and like you just like at each one you just start picking them off and then dragging them out,
Oh, okay.
and like you cut
What do
them
they
up.
do? Like, what do they do? Like, they run around in there when you're going in there and dragging the one out, or
No, they usually just stay still because they're scared
Oh.
to death. I kind of feel bad talking about this on the podcast, but like it's a part of life. You know what I mean? Like it's just how how life is.
you'll be thankful when you're eating it.
Yeah, yeah. And anyone who eats sausage or beef or anything
That's
like
what
that,
happens.
that's what happens. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe you should go vegetarian, Gabe. Since you
I
feel bad for
couldn't,
this
dude.
beer.
I eat too much meat. I didn't feel bad. I mean, it's putting
You just
meat
said
on
you
my
feel
table.
bad talking about it.
It's putting meat on my table, dude. Like I just feel bad.
What would
like,
you eat if you were like I'd probably eat a potato.
if you're a vegetarian?
Yeah,
French fries.
that's a potato.
I know, but like, oh,
Is
dude,
egg
a potato.
is egg vegetarian?
I don't think so because it's a part.
No,
it's a part of.
vegan.
An egg is a chicken, and basically.
But a vegan wouldn't eat an egg, but I think a vegetarian would. Right?
What's the difference between a vegan and a vegetarian?
Vegans they got way more rules.
I don't think. I think they're all both the same thing.
I
Regardless, I just don't. I don't.
look that up real quick. Go ahead. Go ahead and look that one up for me.
Well, like, and in the meantime, I don't. I'm gonna go ahead and explain myself because
Go ahead.
an egg,
Yeah.
an egg is a part of a chicken, and it's like
It's not a part of it, bro.
it's what they make. They reproduce. So like,
I mean, it'd be different if it was like first.
what's it say? What's it say? Mm-hmm.
Vegetarians avoid meat but may consume dairy products and eggs. Boom, 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 boom. Vegans avoid all animal products, including eggs, dairy, and any animal-based products like leather. They don't even wear leather and shit.
I did
stuff
not.
like that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I told you, bro. I mean, obviously they're
I
different.
thought they were just vegan and vegetarian were the exact same thing. Like
Why would they-
why would they make two different things for the people? Like
Well, it depends on how like do you eat eggs or not? If you don't eat an egg or dairy products, you're vegan. If you do,
How could
you're
someone do that?
vegetarian.
Like they can't even eat cereal, bro. I guess you could do like almond milk, but like,
Yeah.
it's not the same. It's really not the same.
Yeah, my brother's allergic to milk and like
Milk.
I always pour
Noah says milk really weird. Go ahead and tell him now.
milk. I always pour my cereal first. So I'll pour my cereal and then I'll go to get in the fridge to get my milk and like half the time it's either expired or I don't have any.
Oh God.
So I have to like obviously use my brother's milk. It's almond milk. It's not the same, bro. It's awful.
I like vanilla almond milk like with a protein shake.
He just gets like straight.
Just straight almond milk.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. My mom buys it, so
I don't know about
it's
that.
really horrible. I hate it.
On the topic of milk, back
I love cereal, good bowl of cereal, but like that almond milk just kills the
just a
whole
little off
vibe.
topic, but speaking about milk, Noah has a little vivid memory of milk whenever he had to do the milk mile for our
God.
fantasy football punishment one year. Noah likes to go in like a little bit of detail about that.
Yeah, so me and my buddies, we all have a fantasy football, and I got last. Just baloney because the guy that got last before me didn't get to do it.
Yeah. We won't mention names, but he knows who he is if he's
You
listening
know
to
who
this.
you are. You know who you are. But yeah, I had to do a milk mile, but I said I wouldn't throw up at all, right? And
I'll tell this part.
No,
of the
hold
story.
on. I'm not done. You can go into detail what you did. So, and I still believe I wouldn't have thrown up but I did because Gabe bought me regular milk. What was it, like a quarter or
It was half gallon.
yeah, that's what. Yeah, obviously. He got me a half gallon of regular milk and a half gallon of orange creamsicle milk.
Milk. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was like the creamsicle like tasted horrible. It was real thicker and had like chunks of
I'm
like
pretty
the-
sure it was like cream.
Yeah,
It was like cream.
creamer.
Yeah.
It had
but it said milk on it. It was like orange creamsicle
Yeah,
milk, but it was
had
creamer
like the
too.
chunks of like the ice cream in it. So like that, and I threw up on lap 2 and 4 of the milk mile, which was when I drank. So lap 1 I felt like a champ. Then lap 2 I pulled that out. I didn't drink half of it. That was my problem.
Yeah, he didn't.
I didn't get down to half. We had like a marker on the
So
bottom. I
that
didn't-
last lap, it got
yeah, because I had to drink like 3/4 of it
yeah, you
instead of
drank
like
like a
half.
fourth of it.
Yeah.
You would have puked more if you would have actually chugged it. Though. Like if you would have actually
Right,
chugged
you
the
don't
milk,
understand how thick and like disgusting.
not just that,
it
but like the
tasted.
actual milk too.
I got the actual milk down quick.
Okay, I'll explain my side of the story. So that day, I believe we went up lifting, wasn't it? We were lifting
Yeah,
up at
on a
North.
Saturday or something.
Yeah, me, Noah,
It was like
and
before football.
me, Noah, and Trent, and
My brother.
Noah's brother, Brody. We went up to North and lifted a little bit, and then we're like, "Oh no, we gotta do that fantasy punishment still." So we texted the group chat that we
It was
have for
cold
fantasy.
out, too,
Oh, it was
wasn't it?
cold and real windy,
Yeah.
and we're like,
Like, it was like
Noah,
windbird.
we're like, Noah, you still gotta do the fantasy punishment. So he's like, "All right, go get the milk." And I'm like, so me and Trent went to the shop and saved in Mannington, and we went in there. We're thinking like, "Oh, we're gonna get him a gallon of just regular milk." And we got there. Well, at first we're gonna get like a pint of every single milk they had. Well, they didn't have.
Strawberry, chocolate.
Yeah, they didn't have like the actual milk, not like orange
Yeah.
creamsicle. And then me and Trent caught our eyes the bright orange milk that was singing. So we got the regular milk in a half gallon, and we got the orange creamsicle in a half gallon. And we brought it up to him, and he says, "What is that, bro? I'm
Yeah.
not."
Dude, I opened it up and like the smell was just bad, bro.
I think it's just because he didn't shake it up.
I shook it. What do you
You
mean I
did, you
didn't shake it? It was like, dude, the chunks of the ice cream like were still in there. It was
And then,
like sick.
and then after he was done, he decided to take a little nap and laid down on the pole vaulting place or the high
like,
jump place.
Like
whatever.
after when you high jump, like the mats you land on, I had to lay on that, bro. It was bad. But
He was
yeah,
curled up in a ball.
If I ever have to do it again, I have to do the milk mile again, which probably won't happen.
Nah,
But if
yeah.
I do, if I get regular milk, I'm not throwing up.
You
I
gotta chug it,
promise
though.
you, bro. Dude, I did.
It
I
took,
chugged
it,
the
took
la-
him, it took him at least like an hour and a half to 2 hours to run the mile total.
It wasn't that long.
It was 100% long. We'll get Trent back in here and he can explain
It was
himself.
it was probably like 45 minutes.
All right, well, back on topic. Went a little bit off.
Oh,
topic.
but no. Gabe thinks that stuff's sweet, but guess who got last in fantasy this year?
Okay, listen to this. Okay, so when me, Noah, and all of us played that year, it was whoever got last in the regular season, which is what Noah got. He got last in the regular season.
I got
And-
last in playoffs too. It was-
Yeah, but
it was
we
really-
went by regular season,
I
and
don't
so
think we did. I think we just said.
100%.
I think we always said is whoever gets last.
with the other kid too.
Yeah, he got.
He
but
got
didn't
last in
get
the
last
regular season. Yes, he did. In the regular season, he got last place, and so
I think Peanut did.
no, he got last in the regular season. Peanut got last in the playoffs. Anyway, So, I mean, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but embarrassing TikToks on TikTok. That's what they want me to do, but I'm not doing it because that was never in the rule book. So I guess we'll figure out a punishment.
He didn't. What'd you get? Second to last in the regular
no, I
season?
got third to last because it was Raji and Ryder.
Yeah, and then he got like last in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's because I didn't know we were like going based off the playoffs, so I didn't put no players in for the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like you could have changed your team
Like
regardless.
I did. I could have put. I had a running back on my bench. Isaac Garinda from 49ers, and I had Kenneth Walker starting. He was on IR, so that kind of
One
screwed me.
player, I mean, I don't think he scored.
That screwed me because I lost the first week against Raji, or no, I lost against Josh, and then I left him in there for Raji too, and I lost that, and that was for the game. So I didn't.
Yeah, but I don't think your games are close.
They were. Me and Raji was close, and me and Josh was even closer. I was close to beating Josh. But anyway,
Back on
topic. You know, I had to get on a little spill there.
So we're on Lanham's class
Yeah.
now.
Coach Lanham, Miss Lanham, they're working on game day programs. They're prepping for a community service project and Skills USA. They're doing a cereal box project and board game project and a burger project.
Yeah, they're knocking out all the projects, I guess. Have
Probably
you
for
done
their final too. I'm sure they're probably
Yeah,
their
one of those
final
is
project.
definitely for their final. But I guess me and you are going to Skills USA, huh?
Yeah, me and Noah are doing the quiz bowl.
Yeah.
I went last year.
Oh, you
Pretty
went
sure
before.
we mentioned this before on Taylor's interview. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe.
Anyway, we went and we got second place. Lost to a really good team. I'm not even sure where they were from. They probably got like 13 questions right. We got like 4,
How many questions in total are there?
like a lot. There's a lot of questions.
They only got 13, right?
It's like they're like hard questions, and if you answer wrong, you get minus points, and if you don't answer at all, you get 0 points. And that's what a lot of people do. This didn't answer at all because like it's safer an option for you. Because if you're at 0, you go in the negative points, and you want to try to and like whoever has like the most amount of points. There were supposed to be rounds, but there wasn't rounds. It was just one whole thing, like different quarters. I think it was like 60 questions per like thing. Like, I think there was 2, and there was 120 questions total or something like that. So. Anyway, in electrical, they're prepping for finals. They're doing a practical exam and motor board controls.
Yeah, that's what their final is going to be on, motorboard controls and the practical exam. The door was locked when I went to go talk to him, but like afterwards, 7th period, when Grant and Taylor came in, that's what they told me they were doing. So they must have been in the shop working. There's he has like a thing over the so you can't see him, but there's like a little crack in it. And I was like peeking through. Yeah, nobody was in the classroom, so they were all in the shop. And I was banging on that door, and I can't even lie, and they did not hear me.
You didn't ring that doorbell?
They took it off.
It's
It's just a wire with a wire nut on the end of it.
Well, to flip a switch here, let's talk about a little bit of sports. Basketball. I know North Marion, they played against Preston last night. Lost by 3. Heck of a game. Me and Noah are both there.
It was a really good game. We were leading them
At the half. Yeah, by like 6.
And in third. In the fourth quarter, they took their first lead, and then we just dug ourselves in a hole and couldn't get
And
back out.
then East Fairmont, they played Buchanan. No,
West
Fairmont played Buchanan Upshur.
They lost.
And then East Fairmont played Lewis County, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm most positive.
Buchanan's a pretty good team.
Yeah.
They got a really good kid on their team.
Yeah, this kid, he only has one arm. And one hand, yeah. One hand, and he's a really good player. Like Taylor Hayes, one of our buddies, he got dunked on by the kid, so that's all right.
I don't know about dunked on.
Oh no, he got dunked on.
It was like they were playing man. I think Taylor, he got around Taylor.
He caught a body on tie. That's all we gotta say.
Okay.
And then wrestling, Noah, you guys go to Williamstown
tomorrow. Yep.
And big tournament. Noah's got to
East is
wrestle.
going there as well. And West is going to
Ohio, isn't it?
Yeah, somewhere
I think
it's
in
called
Ohio.
the Buckeye or something. Some tournament. I think it's pretty big.
And so Noah has to wrestle the number 1 kid in the state above you.
Yep.
So that's gonna be a tough match for Noah. We'll let you know next week how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll probably win. In my
I don't know,
opinion,
he's pretty good.
I'm gonna go in a little spill here. Noah knows what I'm talking about. So Noah has his girlfriend, all right,
My God.
and she'll be mad at me for talking about this on the podcast, but her name's Kai, all right. And so Noah's a state champion. Was 2022, 2023? 23.
My sophomore year.
And him and this girl, they were talking at the time. They weren't like dating or anything. They were just talking. And he won it
She wasn't there.
against a stud, dude. He was a pretty good kid. I mean,
Yeah, he won
Nathan
it.
Wood, real little stocky kid.
Won it the year before.
Yep.
And then won it the year after I beat him.
Yeah. Okay. So then next year, Noah got with the girl. he was dating her at the time.
And she was there.
She went out and every match he goes to, he didn't win it that year. And then this year, West wrestle kid from Parkersburg. Kid he lost to last year, wasn't it, in the regular season or something like that?
Yeah.
And lost to him because guess who was there? His girlfriend.
Let's just this kid from Parkersburg. He was
Nationally ranked, yeah.
Yes. He was a freshman last year and pinned me. And then we actually wrestled him twice. He pinned me the first time. He tech fought me the second time, if anybody knows what that means. And then I wrestled him this year, and it was actually kind of close. I think it was 10-6.
You're improving. You'll get him next time.
He
I got
got
a
me,
feeling.
but yeah.
This kid's nationally ranked. He won the national championship for like the whatever. I'm sure it's probably just his age
Age or
assuming.
weight.
Yeah,
I don't really know. I didn't
but
get
he's nationally ranked. So this kid's a stud. So
Yeah, he's pretty good.
and Noah's also. I'm sure this kid probably just plays just does wrestling.
Yeah, that's
so.
all he does.
Noah plays football, so he really can't wrestle all the time. But so I mean, I guess that'll change now. So you're probably planning on going to college for wrestling or something.
I'm
Maybe
thinking about it. I don't know.
going any visits lately.
No, but I talk to the coach from Fairmont State often. But I might go on a visit to Glenville. They got a pretty stacked team.
Really?
That's with my buddy Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce Nichols went
Nichols.
there.
Committed to.
I just went on a visit there too for football. So me and Noah might be roommates
Not
if
a
he
chance.
wants to. You know
Not
what I
a
mean?
chance.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
It's not messed up.
All right,
You told
well,
me you was getting a single dorm anyways.
I know. I might. I haven't decided yet. More expensive. I don't want to go in debt. You know what I mean?
Debt.
All right. Well, that's gonna do it for our 8th podcast. I believe
Or ninth.
8th or 9th, something like that. That's gonna do it for our 8th podcast. We appreciate you guys listening to it, and glad to be back. See you guys later.